Yo, what's going on, Pack family? This your boy, Mr. Check My Resume. I'm here to give you the setups that I'm looking at for the week of October 25th to the week of October 29th. I'm looking at a lot of XLV and XLP stocks. That's healthcare and consumer staples. So let's get right into it. Share my screen so you can see what I'm looking at, and yeah, you should be able to see that. First thing I got on the list is Walgreens Boot Alliance. As you can see, what we're looking at here on Walgreens, first and foremost, I see this inside week. We've got a 312 potential on Walgreens above 49.92. Also, if you like early entries, you've got this potential 212 on the 4 hour, and that's above 49.18. And then if you look down at the month, it was a failed 2 down. So now we're headed back up. We're gonna test the other side of that range, which is around 51.93. Then we'll see if it goes outside month there. But I like to set up on Walgreens. Next one here is MGM. MGM, first and foremost, we'll start with the micro level. We've got the Chicago setup on the 4 hour. Your entry level would be above 48.11 on MGM. If you look at the day, we had an inside day on Friday. It's kind of a choppy day, but you've got a potential 212 on Monday, and that's above. What's my level here? All right. Get out of the way. All right. The Zoom thing. All right. Above 48.44 would be your entry level on MGM for the daily time frame. And then on the week, as you can see, there's another inside week. And we're trying to break above that broadening formation, which is above 48.57. So definitely looking for MGM. Definitely waiting on MGM to go ahead and break above this inside week here at 48.57 for continued movement going forward there. So definitely like to set up on MGM. And as you can see, we got 2 up on the month and on the quarter. Definitely like to set up there. Moving along. Next thing on my list here, we've got Altria, which is MO. Altria this is actually a position that I'm currently sitting in. I learned this maybe a couple weeks ago. So this one here had an inside week this past week. Currently, we are looking to get above that inside week at 48.61. And above that, you see this broadening formation right here. So just be mindful of that. I have, I believe, these November monthlies or December monthlies. So I'm gonna sit through this little fight here with the broadening formation. I'll be there for that. We had the 212 on Friday, but it failed 2 down. So we'll see what happens if we get more downside action or not on at least early in the week. And again, we had a failed 2 down on the month. So as what we're currently doing right now is on our way to retest 51.08. So the only trigger I have set is this weekly trigger, and this will just be for me to add more contracts into my position on MO. So just like the steady Eddie, incline on MO. And then if you look at the month, you'll get that 322 above $49. We got about a week left in the month, so we'll see. It may be above $49 before we get to the end of the month, which is okay. And I'll be adding more to that position then too when it makes that break as well. Moving on, next one is Oxy. Got a little bit of oil going on right here. Oil's been in continuation, it's been moving up. And so with oil, the only entry that I see is on the weekly level for Oxy. But we're at a major broadening formation last week. The week before, we had some strong downward movement. And so we bounced back this week to retest this broadening formation. So if we get the 212 above 33.97, we're headed back to this next range. We're going to first target this magnitude of 34.57, and then we're going to head to this broadening formation around 35.31. So definitely look out for Oxy and oil to continue moving up as it has. We just got to get, above some certain levels, and then there's going to be, good opportunity to run after it kind of clears the way a little bit. So definitely like Oxy is giving the entry right here, so take advantage of it. Next one is Dave and Buster's. I like this one purely because of the setup. I haven't played this one very much. Maybe played it like twice ever. Definitely like the setup here. I will be going to analyze contracts, but as you can see here on the weekly time frame, we've got a 2 down with a hammer. Expectation here is that we're going to flip and go 2 up on the week, which would then give us a target of, first target will be 39.58, and then after that 41.84. So I'm looking at play. I'm going to analyze some contracts and see if it's even worth the time. You'll find out if it makes my final list at the end of the night when I kind of go through contracts. So like to set up on play. Definitely want to keep on your radar. I'll kind of give you a heads up on that. Oh, and then also we have a macro level break on play on the quarter, which will give you a 1-2-2. And you probably can't see through all these lines, but you got a 1-2-2 above 42.98 on play. So definitely that's a good looking setup. Just got to see if it does what it's supposed to do. Next one is KMB, Kimberly Clark. And so with Kimberly Clark here, it was on my watch list for last week. It had an inside week last week around this time, but it went 2 down. I can't say it fell. Went 2 down. So and it shot down in force, broke through that broadening formation. However, price got bought up and it bounced. So now we are looking at a potential 2-2 rev on the week here for KMB. And your levels for entry to give you that 1-2-2 would be 133.27 on the week. That's the primary level I'm looking for. But also, if you feel you want to take an early entry or even a day trade, you do have a nice looking 2-1-2 on the 4-hour, and that's above 132.99. So definitely KMB is one to look for. It's definitely fire. We had a failed 2 down on the quarter. So now we're pushing back up to test this range of 155. It may take some time to get there, so it may not be something obtainable within like a month's time, but just over time. And then on the month, we got a 3-2-2 with about a week left in the month above 134.72. So there's a possibility we could exceed that level before the end of the month, and we just have to adjust what that level is. So I don't have the alert set on that monthly level until I'll do that like the day before the month ends. So next one on the list here is MDT, Medtronics. Y'all know how I like to play this one. This one's been one I've been playing for some months now. Had a lot of successful trades with it. So sometimes you got to go back to the well when things are obvious. So with this one on here, as you can see, and if you follow my trades, I like that weekly reversal. So that weekly reversal pattern, you have this 2 down on the week. Prices, pushed up pretty high, probably up a third of the candle. Looking for a 2-2 reversal on the week above 123.57. Also on the 4-hour, if it gives it to you, you've got a multi-level break here. So essentially what you're facing is you got 2-1-2 on the 4-hour above 123.57, which is also the high of the day. So which is also the weekly level break. So you got all three of those triggers at the same price point. So definitely keep your eye on Mrcheckmyresume. That's one that can go crazy. And again, this one has a 2 down. Looks like it failed on the month, making its way back up. So definitely keep an eye on Mrcheckmyresume. That's one that looks really, really good. And I don't think, yeah, we had 2 down on the quarters, so it's just failed 2 downs on those. So we're looking for a bouncing to happen, bounces to happen. So to keep moving along, next one is P&G, Procter and Gamble. With P&G, we've got a few different triggers on this one. We'll start with the micros and work our way up. First one we've got is a 212 on the 4 hour potentially. And your level for entry there is 141 even or above 141 even, which is 1 penny away from your daily entry of 141.01. And so if you get the upward trajectory that you're looking for, or the buying occurs, from as a result of those levels breaking, this is going to push this candle green and around this, pushing this broadening formation here. Then we're looking at this being a, we'll open up here, but we'll be pushing price up in here back above this broadening formation. And once it does that, we may get that 2 up on the week. So we got some early entries you could take to kind of watch it, to see if it actually matures as it should. But ultimately, I'm looking for that 2 up flip on the week. Next one is Coca-Cola, KO. I know many of y'all are already in Coke. Met my criteria this week for the weekly, so definitely excited to see what Coke's gonna do with this as well. So again, on Friday, we had a 2 down on Coke. With Monday with the 2 up above 154. Oh, I'm sorry, above 54.53. We give you a 122 on the day tomorrow, and one that you should definitely keep your eye on. Also on the weekly level, we have a potential 2-2, 2 down, 2 up reversal on KO as well. The level here is 54.76. So definitely keep your eyes for those levels. And then also, again, we had failed 2 down on Coke, and now it's bouncing up to the upside. So you've got some broadening formations right here. It's going to have to push through. You get the force you need, and we're out of there. Next one is MRK. All right, MRK has a 212 potential setup on the 4 hour. Level for entry would be above 81.26. Also on the week, as you can see here, we got a nice looking hammer. Your level for entry on the 2-2 rev to the upside would be 81.46 on MRK. That one looks super fire, like the way that's set up. Next one on the list is Futu. Futu, this one here has a couple different setups. First on the 4 hour, I really don't like this one. This isn't one that I would want to even trigger, so I'm not really looking at that one. I want to see it go to the upside. But what I'm looking at on Futu is that 322 potential on the week. And your level for entry on the week on Futu would be 74.98. So looking for a 322 on the week on Futu. I mean, if you want to test yourself and see if it breaks on the 4 hour, your level there is 72.03 for a 312 on the 4 hour. So definitely it's possible, but just know it's not giving you an indication. Next one on the list is Kroger. And we'll start here on Kroger. Kroger has a very fire looking 4 hour setup. Almost no wick on that last candle, the afternoon candle from the day. So that's always a good looking sign there for continued bullish activity. So your level for entry on the 212 would be above $40.25 to complete the 212. And then also on the week, these are like the primary triggers I have. You've got what is this? You have a day, actually the 4 hour and the day and the week have the same trigger, and it's 1 penny away from the 4 hour, which is like, you know, a cent, 40.25. So the week's trigger to get a 322 back to the upside would be 40.26, which if we looked at the 4 hour, it was 40.25. And then the high of the day on Friday was 40.26. So you got 3 level breaks all in unison that could break accordingly. And then also with the week left in the month, we're looking at a potential 322 rev back to the upside on Kroger. Kroger definitely looks fire. Next one and last one on my list is GM, General Motors. General Motors has a Chicago setup on a 4 hour. It's not really looking good in terms, I'm sorry, this is a 2 down on the 4 hour. Don't even need to mention that. We had an outside day on Friday for GM. However, I like the potential 2-2 rev back to the upside. I think it hit that broad information, had a little bit of corrective activity, so it's going to continue to retest that broad information. So you may see action here to continue downward to fill this area here. It drops right there and then bounces again and then breaks out of the level. So then if you zoomed out on the macro level, it just looks like it's flagging. So that's essentially it. Those are the plays that I have. What I'm going to do next is I'll go through contract opportunities and I will post my full list in the Discord. As usual, please hit your boy up, Mr. Check My Resume. If you got any questions, always here, happy to help the folks here in the Alpha Pack. Love y'all. See y'all soon. Peace.